ये तमाम मोबाइल मिलेंगे कराची वालों को बगैर किसी वेरिफिकेशन के, हाथ के हाथ। रमजान आने को है और महंगाई बढ़ने को है, क्या
Music to my ears. It's a perfect batting wicket, and it is a massive stage. Two new captains, Mohammad Rizwan and Mitchell Santner, lead their nations in an ICC tournament for the first time. The stakes are high. The pressure is going to be huge. And ladies and gentlemen, it all starts with the all-important toss, and it's the most gentle of all giants, Ian Bishop, who presides over the toss with the two captains. Let's go to Karachi.
Yeah, so after all the anticipation, we are ready to get going with the opening match of this ICC Champions Trophy here in Pakistan 2025. Alongside me, the defending champions being led by Mohammad Rizwan of Pakistan, Mitch Santner, who is the captain of New Zealand, Andy Pycroft is the match referee. Rizwan, what are you going to do and why?
We want to go to bowl first because we have seen the last couple of matches. The dew is coming in the end. That's why the reason is that only.
How do you feel ICC International Cricket has returned to Pakistan after a long time, and as defending champions, how do you feel about leading this team?
I think if you think about that, the defending champions, it will put us in a little bit more pressure. We just keep him in the simple, like we just played a tri-series against these guys or the simple matches. So we'll keep this match again the same, like we didn't think about the defending champions. Yes, this is a big tournament, and playing in Pakistan is a proud moment for us as well.
You didn't quite get the result in the tri-series against these guys as you would have wanted. What have you learned and taken from that?
If you look him in the tri-series, we bowled first, we bat first, like, you know, and we know about the mistakes, what we did in that matches. Inshallah, hopefully we don't do this mistake in there, and inshallah we get a good result.
From the final that took place only a few days ago, what changed?
And I think it's probably more getting used to the conditions here in Karachi, what we're likely to expect out there, and I guess, you know, everyone kind of stepping up at different times throughout that tri-series, which was the most pleasing.
As you look a little bit later on at the bowling combinations and all the injuries that you had, a few alterations have to be made.
Yeah, it's obviously it's unfortunate. I guess, you know, the latest with Lockie was unfortunate. I feel sorry for him. He's tried pretty hard to get here, and but, you know, we're confident who we've got here. Yeah, and we've got, I guess, Kyle Jamieson's on the way as well, but obviously not here for the first game, but I think we're pretty happy with our combination still.
How many changes from the final of that tri-series, any?
Matt Henry comes back in. So, yeah, the three seamers are Matt Henry, Will O'Rourke and Nathan Smith.
All the best to you.
Thank you.
Right, just a reminder of what has happened here. Pakistan have won the toss. They'll be bowling first.
Thanks, big man. Ian Bishop, lovely as always. But Pakistan have won the toss, and they've decided to put New Zealand in opening match nerves, maybe, Sanjay?
Not necessarily. They know the conditions pretty well, and Rizwan said that dew is going to be a factor, and because of that, I think chasing makes sense. And at times during these afternoon games, what happens is that the wicket is a little bit tacky to start with, right, and that can help the bowlers to an extent. So Pakistan will hope that they get some early inroads in the initial overs.
Let's just remind you that there was a tri-series that took place in Pakistan, and it also featured New Zealand. New Zealand went on to beat Pakistan in the final. They also beat them in the league stage. Will that have any bearing on a stage as big as the ICC Champions Trophy? What's just happened?
No, I mean, both these teams are like teams which are wanting to do something special on the field of play. So whatever has happened in the past is there in the history books, there in the record book. So both these teams will start afresh. they would want to start on a winning note, because if you drop your first game, then the pressure build-up is massive. So Pakistan will be hoping that their batters come to the party, their bowling is well settled, and New Zealand, for that matter, they would also think that maybe getting Henry back would be a good move to probably exploit the evening conditions, which can help swing bowling.
Well, we heard from the new skip, Mohammad Rizwan, and we get official confirmation as the playing 11 brought to you by Dream 11. This is the host, Pakistan. Sanjay, they made one change and they've brought back one of their fiery fast bowlers, somebody who's done well at this level, Haris Raw. What do you make of that change?
Adds real depth to their bowling lineup, because Haris Rauf is somebody who can force those errors in the middle overs. He's got some fabulous record in the end phase of the tournament as well. And add to that, Naseem Shah and Shaheen Shah Afridi are two of the best operators with the new ball. So bringing him back means that irrespective of the form, irrespective of him not having played a lot of cricket, the Pakistan team management has a lot of belief, and rightly so, in Haris Rauf.
There's one lone frontline spinner in that Pakistan lineup, which is Abrar. Waiting to see how he performs in these conditions at this stage. But up against them, it is New Zealand. Here is the Dream 11 playing 11 for New Zealand, like Mitchell Santner mentioned. Of course, Matt Henry, Will O'Rourke, eyes will be on them, but they're still missing Rachin Ravindra, who picked up an injury, Sanjay.
They would be missing him, but if you think of the replacement, Bracewell is an ideal fit. He would certainly bats lower down the order, but he is a class act as far as bowling off spin is concerned. And that batting lineup is quite experienced in subcontinental conditions. Conway, Young, Williamson, Mitchell all have scored a lot of runs. Issue of concern would be the form of Tom Latham, but then that can be taken care of because there are so many quality players around him.
We got 22 players on the field. Sanjay, you know that we love doing this. We like to crunch our numbers and find out who are going to be the top 3 picks. Brought to you by Dream 11.
Whenever he's batting, bats with a lot of passion, hard on his sleeve. Kane Williamson, Babar Azam, very sedate, controlled operators. So yes, exciting troika of batsmanship. And boy oh boy, they have some quality bowling also to contend with.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, it is jeopardy time. It's the kind of format where you lose one game and you could have your backs to the wall. Pakistan need to win this because the next one is against their neighbors. The next one is the biggest of them all.
इंडिया पाकिस्तान किसी से पूछो, इंडिया वाले कहेंगे सर अरे गहरे ना थू खैरे किसी से हार जाओ, पाकिस्तान से नहीं हारना सर।
इतनी सारी इंटरनेशनल टीमें हैं, ये सारों से बड़ी रिवलरी ये क्यों है, इंडिया पाकिस्तान की क्यों है? क्योंकि ये पहले एक ही मुल्क थे, मोहब्बत आपस में थी। जितनी ज्यादा मोहब्बत होगी ना, उतनी ज्यादा रिवलरी आएगी।
वो ये कह रहे हैं कि आजकल के प्लेयर्स ग्राउंड में भी एग्रेसिव नहीं है, मतलब समझ रहे हैं?
आजकल के प्लेयर सारे मैकडॉनल्ड KFC वाले।
ये बात मैं कर रहा हूँ। ये इनकी फिटनेस ही नहीं है कि ये एग्रेसिव हो ग्राउंड में, समझ रहे हैं?
आप फिटनेस के बारे में ना बात करें। रोहित का जो माइंडसेट है, ऑलवेज एक पॉजिटिव फ्रेम ऑफ माइंड से वो बैटिंग करने आता है कि अगर मैं खेल गया, आई एम गोइंग टू प्ले माय शॉट्स। ओपनिंग का फायदा ये है कि वंस यू आर सेट, यू कैन प्ले योर शॉट्स। और अगर वो पैच निकाल गए नई बॉल का, तो ही विल डेफिनेटली डोमिनेट।
मोहम्मद रिजवान के लिए तो है ही इम्पोर्टेंट, पाकिस्तान के लिए भी इम्पोर्टेंट, और मोहम्मद रिजवान के लिए एज अ कैप्टन इस टीम को लीड करके बहुत बड़ी जिम्मेदारी भी है उसके ऊपर, और उसके खुद के भी टेस्ट है एक तरीके से। उसके अंदर रिजवान के अंदर जो खास क्वालिटी है वो ये है कि बॉडी लैंग्वेज की, उसका जो एटीट्यूड है वो मुझे बहुत पसंद है ग्राउंड के अंदर।
It's the kind of clash that brings everything to a grinding halt. 23rd of February, Star Sports and Jio Hotstar is the destination. It's the great rivalry weekend. It is the neighbors going toe-to-toe. India taking on Pakistan. But for Pakistan, their first assignment is now. They take on New Zealand in the tournament opener. Pakistan, Mohammad Rizwan have won the toss and they've chosen to bowl first. They put New Zealand in, and it's not going to be an easy task because New Zealand is coming off a win in that Tri-Series, and our friends at ESPN Cricket Info help us out understand why New Zealand are the best when it comes to the tweakers.
face spin the best. Surprised? Don't be. New Zealand is the best against spin amongst the top 8 sides competing in the Champions Trophy. Their top 7 batters have a combined average of 54.9 and a strike rate of nearly 100 in the last 2 years in ODIs. No other team has a better average or strike rate against spin going into this tournament. The Black Caps have 6 batters who have scored at least 200 runs at an average of 50 or more against spin in this time frame. No other team in this tournament has as many, and 5 of these 6 batters have a strike rate of 90 plus. Only Kane Williamson misses out, and that too with a strike rate of 88. So, what makes New Zealand such a good side against spin? Well, their batters are good at executing the sweep, and they don't shy away from stepping out to spin. Nearly a third of their runs against spin have been scored in this fashion. Only Pakistan has a higher percentage of runs, but they average 10 runs less than their Kiwi counterparts. With 3 subcontinental teams in their group, New Zealand seem well equipped to face the spin challenge that awaits them.
We are counting down the minutes to the first ball being bowled in this ICC Champions Trophy. It'll see the host Pakistan, the defending champions Pakistan, take on New Zealand. But the one battle that everybody is looking forward to is the battle of the best. It is the key battle to watch out for. Sanjay, the most runs in the Pakistan-New Zealand fixture is with this man, Kane Williamson. He got 225 runs in that recently concluded tri-series. Only 1 dismissal in 5. Who's got the upper hand when it comes to Kane versus Shaheen?
I think Shaheen has the upper hand because what happens is that when the ball is swinging and of dismissals, and that's what Naseem Shah would be targeting against Devon Conway.
Well, we've given you all the ammo. He's got Devon Conway out thrice in 3 innings. He's also got 30 plus wickets since 2023. Naseem Shah is a youngster to watch out for.
Damdar player to watch out for.
Watch ICC Champions Trophy, India versus Bangladesh, Thursday 20th February.
This broadcast is co-presented by Birla Opus Paints and Champions Ka Game.
The BCA Stadium here in Vadodara. Harleen, who got 32 of 31 contributions from Kashvi, who got 20 from 15. But apart from that, not much from the ones where they were expected to get from. But brilliant bowling from the MI bowlers. Ismail 1 for 17, Sivabrant 2 for 26, Hayley Matthews the pick of the bowlers 3 for 16, Meliaka bowled really well for her 2 for 22. And all they could get was 120, the Gujarat Giants. So Mumbai Indians yet to get off the mark in terms of points in this edition of the Women's Premier League. And that is exactly what they require. 121 in their allocated 20 overs. The skipper taking on the mantle. Again, what an off-spinner she is. Possibly one of the best going around. Top edge. She knew exactly where the fielders were. So the first boundary of the Mumbai Indians innings.
बचेगा कोई नहीं. So I think wish them best of luck, yaar. I really want Pakistan to win.
And it's always great to start the tournament on a winning note as well. जैसे कि हमने देखा है कि पहले It's always great to start the tournament on a winning note as well. जैसे कि हमने देखा है कि पहले